Greetings to my 1114 subscribers, and of course you, my future subscriber. Tonight, a little bit of a sample night. I was super excited when I checked at one of the online stores here in Belgium, and I found something that was previously not available, and of course you've seen it in the description. And of course we are talking about the Balvenie 17-year-old. What I've noticed at this online store, it's like a try it before you buy it. They open up a couple of bottles when they're tastings, open up a couple of bottles to send as samples to prospective buyers. Of course, it's not free, you have to pay for it. But every now and again, they have something that's special, something that might be sold out as a full bottle, and they have some samples left. So every time I go back, it's like Christmas for me. I find something that's never been available as a sample, and I take that opportunity to buy something that I would normally not be able to afford. I mean, you're paying 150, 200, 250 euros for a bottle of whiskey. For me, it's a little bit crazy, but curiosity always takes over, and I want to try something special as well. So it's a nice idea that I can buy a sample. And for the people, so many people have asked me, how do you get it? Well, this is what it looks like. I just ordered a couple of whiskies about 3 days ago, so it takes a couple of days to get here. It is a store here in Belgium. They send it in this cute little small bottles, quite a generous 50 milliliters. They put a number on it, and then they send you a piece of paper with it, and if you go through the paper, it will give you what you bought and how much you pay for it, and they put the numbers on it for you. So in this sample box, I bought 6 samples. I did also try to buy the Compass box Peat Monster. Unfortunately, it was all sold out, so a little bit disappointed in that one. But for the people that's looking towards the future, today we're talking about the Balvenie Double Wood 17-year-old. In the future, I have one Compass box, the Oak Cross, that will be featured soon. The Craig Allenke. Oh, I'm looking forward to that one. The 17-year-old. I did love the 13-year-old, so I'm looking forward to trying that one. Then something a little bit strange, Wolf Burn. Definitely looking for that, number 155, bottled at 46% ABV. Also the Rase, I bought 2 samples of that. Going to be my first, the R01.1, 46.4% ABV, and the unpeated red wine, 61.1% ABV. Quite looking forward to that. But tonight we are looking at the Balvenie. Let me just put this down. So tonight we are looking at the Balvenie 17-year-old. Now I did also a review of the 21-year-old. I will put the link at the end card. Wow, that was really nice. The only shocker for me was the price. Again, last bottle, so no longer available at my online store, but it was retailing at 199. I see now 250, 300 euros a bottle, depending on where you look. A bit ridiculous for a 21-year-old, but of course I had the opportunity to give it a nosing and a tasting. So for me, I think I paid about 13 euros, which is not a lot. For this one, the 17-year-old, I paid about €10.50 for the sample. A lot of money for one drink, but I live in Belgium. Everything is bloody expensive. I think if you go out to a pub to experience something similar, it's going to be way more expensive. So of course the Balvenie Double Wood, it is a single malt. It is a distillery bottling. It is from this double wood series, so you've got the 12-year-old, the 17-year-old, the 21-year-old. It is matured in ex-bourbon casks and also ex-sherry casks. So I expect to find that lovely sweetness in it as well, and a little bit of 17 years old, so quite a lot of the vanilla is being extracted from the ex-American oak casks. It is bottled at 43% ABV, so I'm quite happy that they at least gave us an extra 3%. It is probably some chill filtration. I'm not sure about the color. From my previous videos on Balvenie, with a little bit of digging, they say it is not colored. So the presumption that there is no color added is still there, until maybe one of you guys that know more about the coloring, maybe you can tell me if color was added. But color wise, definitely not a very dark one. It is a little bit of a gold copper note coming out. If you look at the legs, it's slow to form, and when it starts forming, you get this thin, very slow legs with a little bit of viscosity trickling down. So there is a little bit of a oiliness in it. For this one, you are going to pay, well, it was available at 175 euros. And at the same stage, the 21-year-old was 200 euros. So 25 euros between the two for the 21 or the 17-year-old. I'm not sure which one I will pick. But I can tell you, with this one, it needs time in a glass. When I first poured it, it was nice. Well, just nice. And I thought to myself, oh, that is going to be a little bit of a problem. Spending a lot of money for nice, it's not really going to help for me. So I put it down. I did some things like we all do. And I came back maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes later. And it definitely opened up to something that is quite lovely on the nose. And holy hell, it is really nice, sweet on the nose. I get a sweetness, I get a little bit of a tropical fruit, maybe a hint of a pineapple, fruity. The citrus notes are definitely there. Something also reminds me a little bit of a marmalade, like a sweet orange marmalade coming through. Definitely some dark honey notes. Really sweet honey notes. A little bit of a marinated cherries, like a maraschino cherry, that syrupy sweetness with the hint of that cherryness coming out at the back. Ooh, it's a really sweet one. It's definitely from the oak, the American oak. There's a lot of vanilla notes coming out. Sherry, it does say matured in sherry, definitely. The sherry is there, but it's not like an overly sherried one. Not too easy to explain. The sweetness is there, but it does not have that sherry kick. Something like you'll get from the Oloroso or Pedro Ximénez big sherry note. Definitely not a sherry monster, but it's a nice, sweet one. More American oak than the sherry notes for me. 43% ABV. I do get a hint of the alcohol, even with an agitation. It does not kick you in the teeth. There's not an ethanol note to it. So quite well balanced, and I don't think it's necessary to add water to this one. I also get quite a lot of an oaky note. Like it does show you that it's matured for 17 years. There's that earthy oaky note coming out, a little bit of a freshly stained oak furniture. That darkness, that earthiness coming out. I did mention a little bit of a pineapple note. I get a little bit, something that I used to have as a young boy is, it's called the pineapple fizzers. So a little bit of a pineapple note or pineapple sweet or pineapple flavored sweet. So that maybe a little bit of an artificial pineapple note coming through. A little bit of a chocolate note. There's a little bit of an oak dusty note in the back. You can definitely tell that it is a high aged whiskey. Well, 17 probably nowadays is not a high, but definitely it does not smell like a 10-year-old or 12-year-old. You can definitely pick up on the age on this whiskey. But like I said, it's a good idea to give this one a little bit of time in a glass just to open up and release all these lovely notes. On the taste, cheers. That's definitely sweet. Quite as sweet as the 21-year-old. You get a sweetness, and then you get a little bit of a oakiness coming out, a little bit of an oak tannin immediately showing up. There's a surprisingly hot for 43%. Let me just try again. I was a little bit surprised with that. It tastes a little bit more towards the 46% ABV. It's a lovely hotness, a little bit of hot, fuzzy feeling. It covers your mouth. Sweetness, it's quite a sweet one. And then it goes almost immediately to a hint of a bitter note, a little bit of a dark chocolate note, a little bit of an espresso note. Definitely some oak, double oak, so I expected to get some oak on this one. Let me try again. I do get the sherry notes. I do get the sweetness of that sherry note. I do get that raisin notes. Maybe a hint of a chocolate note. Not getting something like toffee or caramel on it. It is just saying that it is oaky and there is some sherry influences. The nose, I think, promise a little bit more than the taste. But don't get me wrong, it is actually quite lovely on the taste as well. So for me, you start off with a nice sweetness, a hotness, a little bit of a oakiness, a little bit of a tannin, a little bit of a chocolatey note, a little bit of a raisin note, and it is quite a short finish. And it asks you, try again, like a devil in your ear, try again. And of course, we're going to have to try one more try. A little bit of an oiliness as well. And for me, what is nice, it is a nice special occasion sipper. Definitely not a daily sipper, but it's something that I can give to anybody. Even the non-whiskey drinkers, if you give them this one and you just put a small glass in front of them, tell them small sips, just let it just coat your mouth, they will have a pleasant experience, as do I. So definitely something that I would recommend. I will also put here in the link or at the end card, I will put my review of the 21-year-old. And of course, I would love to hear your opinion. Which Balvenie, the 12-year-old, the 17-year-old, the 21-year-old, which one do you prefer? Now, on my previous video, a lot of people told me that they loved the 12-year-old. I was not a big fan of it. Maybe it's time for me to go back and do a review of that one again. But it was okay for me. But for me, the oakiness was a little bit too much. And maybe also my palate have evolved over the last couple of years. And the oakiness does not really affect me that much anymore. Same with the smoky ones. So the Balvenie 17 double wood, I do approve of it. I do like it. Don't like the price. And I'm grateful that I could have this opportunity to try it. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. And of course, give me your feedback on which Balvenie is your favorite, and which one should I try in the future. So thank you very much. See you next time. Cheers.